foremost, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rukakadash.
We are the Hebrew Israelites, consisting of the 12 tribes of Israel, which is you so-called African Americans, you Hispanics, and you Native Americans. And we also have our people scattered around the world. We're going to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and to the Akim doing the work in sincerity and truth. All right, Shalom. We're here to prophesy the downfall of America, and at the same time, the salvation of the elite or the elect of the nation of Israel, which is 12,000 from each tribe. All right, and what we're doing out here, we're bringing out the prophecies before they happen. All right, we're speaking the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and we're also warning our people. But at the same time, one of our main duties is to bring forth the words of the Lord, prophesying the fall of this kingdom and of the present world. All right, we're going to kick it off with Jeremiah 28:8.
Deuteronomy, Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
And you got to ask yourself, who's really doing that nowadays? Who's out there doing that? And that would be us, okay? And when it says the prophets that have been before me, hey, that could even be speaking of today, which could go back to the elders and the apostles. They've been doing this before me, you know. And we also have the prophets prophesying against the ancient kingdoms, the Babylonians, the Persians, the Egyptians. All right, this is nothing new. It just so happens that we're in the last kingdom. All right, this is the last kingdom, and we are prophesying against it. We are declaring the destruction of America. We are exposing who our true enemies are, according to the scriptures, which would be the Edomites, the nation of Edom, which is the so-called white man. All right.
If I might say real quick, and we're in the last kingdom. You go to the last wicked kingdom. The last time a heathen nation will have rule on the planet.
That's right.
The last kingdom being the kingdom of Edom or Esau. When you go to the book of Daniel, the 7th chapter, it talks about that dreadful beast. You know, he was likened unto iron, because that's how they rule. They rule with an iron fist. You know, and that same beast system would go into exile. It would go down, but then it would resurface in the last days. That's how you know that this kingdom right here is going to be the last kingdom before the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
All right, the kingdom that Yahushua is going to usher in when he comes back. And so, of course, this being the last kingdom, being the most wicked kingdom, you can't but prophesy of the destruction of that kingdom. Right. You can't but prophesy of the evil, the pestilence, the war that's to come. That's going to actually result in the destruction of this wicked kingdom. You know. And, so if you're not prophesying against it, then more than likely that's because you're not a prophet of the Lord.
Well, if I can say, I just want to say this, open up opportunity for it. If you don't realize that this is that wicked kingdom, then you're part of the problem.
Exactly.
You're part of what's making it wicked, and we're prophesying against you as well. It don't matter if you're an Israelite or not. If you're part of the problem, you're going to get dealt with by the Heavenly Father.
Yeah, and Yahweh Yahushai, they say the worst for last. Where wickedness is at an all-time high. It's pretty much reached its peak, you know, and it's time to be it has to be put an end to, all right, and that end is coming soon.
I got another question for you. Yeah. So Revelation 18 and verse 6. I'll start at verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she hath filled to her double."
Right. And how has she rewarded us, the Israelites? put our people into slavery. All right, they gun our people down every opportunity they get. All right, they use laws against us to put us in prison, to take the man out of the household.
Righteous decrees.
God, they have polluted the minds of our people with the music, with movies, with you name it, they've done it. All right. So Babylon, especially the people who run Babylon, which would be the Edomites, they're gonna get double. All right.
It's Second Ezra chapter 15, verse. I'm gonna start at the top. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." Those are the words that the prophets speak, right? It says, "Which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee," the disbelief of those that don't believe what you're talking about. It says, "that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." We're talking about, we're prophesying unto you about these things that are coming to the earth. That's what the prophets should be talking about. The bad time that's coming, the evil time, the perils. Okay? It says, in verse 6, which is the point, it says, "For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Therefore, said the Lord Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness." He's not going to hold back his prophets, right?
The Lord had enough with you guys. The Lord had enough with you people and with this wicked society. All right? And he's going to put an end to it.
It says, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And that's the prophets complaining about what's going on in the earth, and also warning about the wicked works that's going on in the earth.
God, we're those men that are sighing and crying out here. All right? Every time we come out here, every time we post videos, that's us crying out to the Heavenly Father. Okay? Complaining to the Heavenly Father about what's going on down here. All right? We want change. Okay? And that change is coming soon. Okay?
This is 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride."
And the Lord is not going to come down here and diplomatically sit down with you people and I'll talk it out. No, the Lord is going to bring pain. He's going to bring the pain, okay, to our people, to 2/3 of our people, and to you heathens, okay? The Lord's going to bring real suffering to the earth, okay, especially down here to the soils of America, which this place has never really been touched, okay? This place hasn't been touched with an actual famine, with actual war, okay, from a foreign nation, okay? This place hasn't been touched, but when it does get touched, it's going to be the downfall of it, okay? And we already seen the downfall of this place. The morale is at its lowest here in America. These people have no hope. Okay? These people have no hope. And our people, man, our people are fucking done too. Okay, our people, they put hope in everything else but Yahweh Shai. Okay? They don't even know the Heavenly Father. All right? You had more on?
Yeah,
that was it on that.
Now, if I may say real quick, if you notice, if you're paying attention, on a global scale, these different other nations are beginning to experience that travail. All right, they're dealing with austerity measures. It's a reason why there's uproars all over the world right now. Massive protesting. You know, people taking it to the streets, taking it, you know, the power into their own hands. You know, rising up against their government. You know, to protest, you know, the leaders out of that land because, you know, things is all fucked up. And that's how you know a nation is going through that travail, that pain, that austerity is when the people go out to the streets. You know, you see that happen all over the world, man. Over in Hong Kong, over in France, Paris, down in Haiti. We've seen it happening in Indonesia. It's happening down in Ecuador. You know,
That Indonesia that was
Peru.
just saying it.
Yeah.
Somebody was just saying it like, now we feel like this guy is set up. We want to get them up out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it's
It's
a
all
lot of
happening.
all them different countries,
And
man.
what's funny, it's like, what's funny about it, or I can't take it as a coincidence, is the fact that most of these places have an American embassy
Yeah.
or American ally embassy in those
American
places.
influence.
Yeah, but yeah, most of these places, these nations, they've taken on the ways of America. That democracy has reached their land, you
Yep.
know, and America places puppets in the presidencies to pretty much do what America says so, what the elite want, you know,
And that's usually to they put a puppet in office so that America can have that economic leverage, and they can claim stake to the natural resources that's in that land, and they can also put their corporations there to keep that money flowing from different countries. And when they do that, they oppress the people that's actually in that land. You know, the prices go up. They working. You know, it's like they feeling like they working slave labor. You know, like what Esau did in Central America when he went down there. You know, through the Monroe Doctrine, and he went down there and he was placing his corporations down there, and he was making them basically work for peanuts in those corporations, man. So he could reap all the benefits while oppressing the people down there, and that caused uproar. And when that happened, Esau would send his mercenaries down there to kill off the people that rebelled. You know, you can read about this stuff, man. The Banana Wars, you know, the Panama Deception. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what Esau does all around the world, literally. So that's why you seeing people, mounting up. Esau putting sanctions on them. You know?
The whole Born Identity series of movies is all about that. That's literally what it's about.
Yeah.
About them going into certain countries, changing the regime, taking out, having an assassin to take down the real leader, and then put their own in there in a diplomatic, democratic way.
Right.
And then ruling the country from their perspective.
And the people of these other nations, they know that the so-called white man is the devil. They know, but when they see that America's setting up the stage for invading their land, they know that the devil's actually coming for them.
Yeah.
It's only our people who don't realize who the fucking devil is.
Yeah.
You know?
Who's fulfilling that role?
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
Well, the scriptures, this book is like a movie. It's a movie and it's being played out. You know?
The role of the devil was cast by Esau was cast to play the role of the devil.
Yeah. It just so happens that the so-called white man is the devil.
Yeah.
You know? But our people can't see that. You know, our people they feel sympathy for the so-called white man in a way. You know? When like that fucking that cop that killed that Jake. You know, all she had to do was shed some tears, and everybody was giving her hugs, and they didn't want her to go to jail. Like, our people are fucking done. You know?
And after she lied on top of lie on top of lie to try to get out of it. And our people still like, if there's ever a time where somebody didn't show remorse, this was it. She didn't show, like the rest of the cops that shit niggas down, right? She had no remorse. Because I'm a white woman, if I shed a tear, everybody should come to my beck and call. Hey, it always reminds me of that the classic video Elder Mwanta Zaka in LA did, the Sidney Crawford video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just because she was crying, it was like, so? Just because you don't like the judgment, you can cry about it, but that ain't gonna change what's gonna happen.
But yes, like we were speaking in the beginning, America's gonna get hit with plagues, with pestilence, with what's that called? Race wars. All right, all that is coming here to America. Okay, and at any day the Lord can actually bring it on you people. Okay, this can happen at any day now. Okay.
Yes, the scriptures say that it's going to be on a sudden. You go to Isaiah the 47 chapter, it talks about how this place is known to be dwelling in pleasures, you know, that are given to pleasure. You know, you're as that queen, you know, that sitter. I'm no widow. You know, eventually she feels like in her exalted position that she can never be touched. She feels secure. That's what it means to be careless.
Women, man, it's the same as the women that's empowered today in society. They have that American attitude. It's like, I can talk shit to a man, I can hit a man, and he can't touch me. I can do whatever I want to these other nations in the world, and they can't touch me. Well, they're about to get touched in World War III, and don't forget that our Lord is joining the battle too. All right, this place is going to get touched in a very major way, in a very severe way.
Yeah, I got it. Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me.
America is that place that you believe that this is just the land of pleasure. And if you're an Edomite, it is.
Yeah.
There's no one to stop you from doing it. There's no country that's gonna walk over the water and invade you. They gotta let you know. They gotta sail the ships, the seas across the ships to get over here. They can't just sneak into your land, migrate and be in your land, all upon a sudden. This place really feels like it can't be touched. That there's no way that you can approach this place without them being ready for it.
God, and once upon a time, America was viewed as it was actually viewed as like it was like the streets were like paved with gold, man.
Yeah.
You know, when people say the grass is greener on the other side, that's what the people thought of America.
Yeah.
People were flocking to this place, you know. This place is whatever you want, it's here, man. Whatever lust you have, you can find it here. All right.
But nobody to judge you
Exactly.
for being
This
that
is
way.
this is the land of the free, and you know, all those mantras that they go by, you know. But
It's not the land of the free.
God,
Because even though you feel you're given the illusion that you're free, but really you're a slave to a corporation that actually owns you, and then everything that they make available for you, you have to make yourself a slave in order to get the things that they only make accessible to you.
Right.
That's actually a slave.
Yeah.
and America
I'm
is
gonna make you work so hard towards something that we're only allowing you to get.
Right.
We control the abundance of what it is that you're working so hard for. We'll give it to you in increments, and it'll give these people a sense of, you know, thinking that, oh, well, you know, all I gotta do is grind. I gotta work hard. I gotta go get an education. I gotta do this and do that. I gotta bust my ass, be a slave in order to get that little ass crumb that the owners of this corporation is in control of.
That's why I love.
That's a slave, man.
That's why I love what George Carlin said. He said they give you the illusion of choice, the illusion of freedom. All this is just an illusion. How do you have 31 flavors of ice cream? You know, you can go pick a whole wall full of different types of shoes, but when it comes to who runs your country, there's only two choices. Which the last few elections, it's only been one
and
choice.
there's two wings from the same filthy ass bird.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
And,
both wings from the same bird, right?
God.
Exactly. So there's no choice really.
And this so-called American dream, it was really never attainable for our people.
Right.
You know, this system was not set up for our people. This system was set up for the so-called white men. Okay, our people have never been great in this country. You know, you have certain exceptions to the rule. You know, certain of our people who make it,
But they still oppressed.
and even then, they still
They
they're still
more oppressed than the average Jay because they're a slave to whatever that vice is that they have. They money, the sports, entertainment. Man, Jake's is through, man. You know.
Hey, you think about it. when a person has an addiction, it's because that addiction fulfills their pleasure.
Yeah.
When you can control their addiction, you have control over that person. That's why a person that's on drugs is always going to be loyal to their supplier.
Yeah.
So these people, they're slaves to this system because the system puts out to them what their pleasures are. That's why this place is all about pleasure.
I like
Now that are given to pleasure.
I like having money in my pocket.
Yeah.
Even though
Like these women, they love, you know, to be the object of pleasure and you know, praise and you know, having their way, doing whatever the hell they want to do. So why you think they're so devoted to the system? Because the damn devil, the serpent, he provides them with the things that they like.
I gotta add this a lot. I gotta add this. And here's the part that none of them understand. They don't even allow you to open up to what the true possibilities should be. You only can choose from what's in the box. You don't get to choose from what's on the table. You gotta choose from what's in the box. They don't even let you know that there's a whole table, a whole floor, a whole world of things out there that you should have control over, but you don't. But you're happy with the small control over that box. You know? It's sad, really.
Yeah, real quick, Micah 2 and 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest,
Oh, yeah.
because it is polluted.
The way you have to arise and depart, you gird up your loins like a man, and you accept the challenge, right, of being called into this word, and the responsibility that comes with it. And if you're called to it, right, then you'll be able to have a chance to escape.
You got to depart. You got to depart mentally, spiritually.
Perfect.
Excuse me. You know, that's
Both.
Yeah, both. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we can't depart physically. All right, we you know, we can't, because this place is going to get judged. When you leaving this place, you running from your judgment. You know, because some people are going to get judged. All is going to be righteous. Some people are going to get judged in the second death, and some people are going to get delivered from the judgment of America. You know, but this is not our rest. You got to depart from your mind. You got to put away your flesh. Put away the flesh of your eyes. All your wicked lusts that you have in your heart, in your mind. You know, heart and mind is the same thing, because that's what's going to ultimately destroy you. You know, that's why you Israelites out there, you better start to separate your needs from your wants, because at the end of the day, your wants, the things that you want, are going to destroy you. The things that you want are going to lead you right to the chip, and that's ultimate destruction.
It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Even the philosophies of this place is polluted. That's the main thing that pollutes you over here. That's what got a lot of you other nations over here in this country, because you believed the BS of the wine that this place fed you, the philosophy that it's the land of the free, the land of milk and honey, the land of streets paved with gold. They made it sound like it was the kingdom of heaven. You get over here and you realize, damn, I didn't know I had to work this much.
Bro, you got Issacharites in the Rio Grande River dying
to get over
here.
Right.
You got them, you know, dying, paying, saving up months and months of money, working for the try to get over here, for the opportunity to try to get over here. To do what? To try to live this, to be on the bottom. You don't got a social, so they're gonna pay you under the table, and if they don't gotta pay you at all, they're coming to get more oppressed. What does the scripture say? Woe to them that trust in oppression. You know, our people, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you continue to trust in oppression. This system, this whole setup, this democracy is an oppressive system to our people. It ain't oppressive to Esau, because they the ones on top. They're the ones that got their foot on your neck. They're the ones that make all the decisions. They make the laws to oppress you.
Is it an oppression to keep your foot on somebody's neck? You know what I mean? I gotta hold my foot there, but motherfucker, you standing up and you don't have a foot on your neck. You know, so the Most High is gonna break all of that, and that's what we're warning the people of, the prophecies that are gonna unfold to release our people from the captivity. 2/3 after death by pain, but the elect get out of it, and the rest of the people, they gotta deal with the judgment that comes.
Yeah,
and
most of our people, man, we can literally come out here week in, week out, and they're just not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it. They're not going to listen to the words that we bringing out, which are the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And judgment is what's coming to them. All right? Those people that are coming to America, risking their lives, hey, they're only coming to get judged. You know?
That's it.
You know? That really is what they're coming here for, to get judged. You know? To get thrown in some FEMA camp, you know?
Yep.
Get treated like animals.
They're already in the camps.
Yeah.
They are already in the camps all across the border. You Jakes that's coming over here to try to better your life, they throwing you in camps, treating you like dogs, putting you in cages.
And little by little, these Edomites, they know that a wall is not really going to stop our people from coming over to America. So they're gonna start pretty much every Trump rally you hear to start shooting them. You know, they're gonna go back to their blessing, which is the sword. You know, and ultimately they're just gonna start shooting our people down. You know, that's what's gonna happen, which is judgment from the Heavenly Father. You know, our people are not gonna get it. You know, out of all those Issacharites that are coming down to America, hey, it's prophesied that only 12,000 are gonna get it. You know,
Yeah, pretty much.
only 12,000, and then one third of our people are gonna believe in what we're saying. You know, but the rest of our people, man, they're gonna go down with America. You know.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink and putteth thy bottle to him and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look at their nakedness.
That's Jake in their confusion. After learning all this BS that they got from the damn devil, the so-called white man. That's why they're just totally bugged out of their freaking minds, man. Plantation Christianity. You know, every time you get murdered by a so-called white person, well, we gotta love and forgive them and show them.
Quick to bring up Jesus loves.
Yeah, Jesus loves everybody. They just totally just destroyed, man. And then you got the Jakes over here. You know, well, we're for everybody. We're for all rights. We're for gay rights. We're for lesbian rights. We're for transgender rights. You know, and then pretty soon they're gonna be pandering for the goddamn. I wouldn't put it past Jake because Jake they're so far gone, man. But don't be surprised if these niggas even start to advocate for these goddamn pedophiles, man.
Right. And every Jake knowing in spirit that that's just wrong.
Yeah, man. You know that's wrong. You know? That's our people. They're Esau put that bottle to him and made him naked, man. And when you naked, that means you're destitute of the truth. You know? You're without your garment. You're without the garment of truth.
You're without the truth and wisdom of just, it's really it should be common sense, but it's not. Because this world, they make common sense the right to do wickedness and not to judge nobody or correct nobody for doing it.
And that degree of that America has, that it's you have freedom of religion and that do as thou will, and that's really
that's part of the bottle.
That's just a trap to get our people to keep going off.
You got freedom of religion as long as the guidelines pertain to Christianity.
Right.
You know, you got as long as it's in that 5013C. You know, you know, as long as you stay within the guidelines. You go out and you read certain scriptures in the Bible. No, that's off. That's not freedom of religion. That's hate speech. You know. Add another real quick. It's Isaiah 29 and 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes. The prophet and your rulers, the seers, have he covered.
He blinded our people from seeing the obvious common sense.
Isaiah 29 and 9. Stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but
Yeah,
not
you should-
with
you
wine.
Should be, you should be sighing and crying, man. You should be able to see all the abominations and all the inconsistencies and all the BS going on in this place and all over the world in this time. You know, that's what you should be able to do. And this word will make it more evident on how that disparity of righteousness versus wickedness truly is in this place.
Verse 10, for the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep
But
and
you
hath
don't-
closed
you
your
don't-
eyes.
You don't call it out because he poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep to where you don't even recognize that there's a problem going on. Well, amongst our people, amongst the world, or amongst society, it just looks like the norm. This is the way it goes. This is what's supposed to be happening, but it's not. You really look at it, it's the wicked way that's going on right now.
And you know when you have too much to drink,
Yep,
so you're so faded that you just black out.
yep.
Yeah.
And when you black out, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You just staggering and you just, you know,
That's where our
you.
people are at right now.
That's where Jake is.
And you know when you wake up, you don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
That's how you Jake's gonna be when you wake up in the kingdom.
Hey, they're living
You
the
go-
American dream.
Yeah.
you
Yeah, you
gotta
start
be.
deep sleep.
Yeah.
You know, you're in darkness, man. You're in gross ignorance.
Yep.
You know, you can't see that your lifestyle and your conduct in life is continuously furthering the detriment, you know, of your society, of your nation, man. You know, like you're so indoctrinated with this man's philosophy that the shit that you constantly doing is leading to your self-deterioration.
Yeah.
You know? You chase money so much that family can't even be a thing in the so-called black and Hispanic and Native American community. Everybody's about they self when it comes to money. You ain't even about building with each other. You do evil shit against each other just so you can get it. Because that's part of the values of Western society, money.
That's Jake, man. That's Jake's spirit. Cause
Yeah.
Jake will purposely not do something with family so they don't gotta spend money. You know, shit like that. It's all about it's all about getting on top, but you just going to the top or the bottom.
Yeah, you still on the top of your own people.
Yeah, it's top of your own people. That's the spirit of Jake, man. If Jake got a little bit more than the next person, they looking at them like they ain't shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, our people plot and they scheme on each other. You know.
Yeah, when they do get to the
Yeah,
top,
yeah.
they make Esau a habit to where
Can't bring nobody
since you're like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll keep you there, but as long as you keep everybody else down below you, you know, make sure that they don't, you don't have the platform to make sure that they have the opportunity to come up and be on your level.
You always got some
Look at
Superman.
this idiot.
I wish you would have hit that shit too. You always got a Jake that get money, and then what do? They go over to Africa and build houses
Yeah.
for Hamites.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what
Like
that
Oprah did.
kind
Yeah, Oprah.
started, bro.
John Sally.
Build these schools over there.
Building schools over there but you gonna help the people in your own damn community where you grew up
You
at.
from Chicago. Your show was supposed to be in Chicago. Why?
Yeah.
You don't think
Go
that they
on.
need it over there?
Exactly. She could have built 100 schools in Chicago.
Man, you just could have upgraded the ones that were there and put the money into them so they would get so they can get what they really need over there.
That sounds
But-
that's too easy for
But
Jake.
but
right?
then again, Oprah she has masters that
Right.
Yeah.
that control her life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
They want her to help
Yeah.
the heathen.
Yeah.
Don't help your own people.
Yeah,
Nah,
exactly.
they don't want that. You know,
Yeah.
she listens
Waste the
to
money to help Jay.
And our stupid ass people, they still cleave to Oprah like she's so great because man, Oprah ain't shit, man. She got the money she got is because Esau allowed her to get that money.
Kind.
You know, because she pushes all of Esau's wicked agendas, homosexuality agendas, all of that shit.
She also known for pushing that free thinking philosophy, which really is a satanic philosophy. They pushing that whole, well, you know, according to your mind, you basically whatever you believe in your mind, that's your truth.
Yeah.
You know, basically whatever it comes to your mind, that's the truth to you. You know,
And that matters to us.
right?
You can have that.
Yeah, and she also pushes the belief that there's more than one way to get to the Heavenly Father.
Con.
You know?
Yeah.
She pushes that
Y'all
idea
can go.
too.
We're not trying to. If y'all, you know.
I'll let take yourself.
Okay, I guess.
Isaiah chapter 1 verse 3, and I'm going to read down to 5. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know, my people does not consider. Who's Israel? So-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. You're the real children of the Bible. You're the children of God. You're his chosen people. But you don't know. You got the rest of that breakdown. I just want.
Yeah, our people run to every belief, every religion. They run for safety and for comfort to everybody else, but Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, our people don't know the Heavenly Father. You know, they don't know the Son. You know, they only know what they've been taught in these churches. You know,
Right.
and it's all lies. Okay, and our people, they don't even research. They hear it from the pastor, and that's it. It sinks in. You know, and they get blinded.
Verse 4. All sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord, they have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are all gone away backward. Why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint.
Khan. And that's starting with the head tribe, which would be the tribe of Judah. You know, all you got to do is take a look at the so-called African Americans in this country. They're at the bottom, man.
Okay.
The lowest point. Bugged out, drugged out, being thrown in jail at a fucking highest rate. You know, they make up the highest number of sexually transmitted diseases, abortions, you name it. All right, they're at the top.
Listening to the serpent.
Khan.
Jake, the state of the world is in Jake. You know, they follow what the world say. The earth right now, especially here in Babylon, they're in self-destruct mode. They're so far gone in their pleasures that they're self-destructing. You know, you drunk with liberalism. Liberalism is, I should be able to have the freedom to do whatever the fuck I want. You know, and it should be no limit to what I can do and what I can't do.
Or a consequence.
Or a consequence. But you don't think, you're so into it, you don't think about the consequence. That's why the marriage rate, it's like the divorce rate. The divorce rate is what, 70%?
And
70+%?
And women always initiate the divorce.
Right. Why is that? It's because you have the philosophy of liberalism, of women's liberation. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to fulfill your role as a woman in society no more. You know, you can compete with the man. You can, be equal with the man. Hey, to show you how bugged out this place is, the brother Elder Malcolm went into it. I think he put it up either yesterday or earlier today. It's a cry of how men are becoming transgender, and they're crossing over to the sports world and dominating women in their own sports.
Yeah.
But was funny was people bugged out. When the whole first when this whole thing first sprung up with the whole Bruce Jenner thing, Bruce Jenner becoming Caitlyn Jenner, right? You women were backing that shit. Y'all must not remember that y'all were very advocate. You was all about that transition.
Yeah, kind.
You was backing it. You was standing with this motherfucker, man.
That is bitch the cover of what she's woman of the
Yeah,
year.
kind.
Yeah, got
kind.
an ESPY.
Yeah. She didn't do shit. Woman of the
He
year. Goddamn man.
ain't do shit, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
But I'm saying though, this is how drunk you are. So now, this is what you got to deal with.
Yeah.
This is what you got to deal with now.
Yeah.
You was with it, now you don't like how it's going. How your women are getting the shit beat out of them in the octagon, in the ring, on the court, on the track, in the field.
Men are clearly proving
And
that
people-
that Y chromosome is a lot stronger than
Yeah.
that double X.
And if you have women that are trying to cross to the man sports, that's not gonna happen.
Kind.
The men are still gonna continue to dominate.
Kind.
Hey, a woman can't beat a man in a non-contact sport, let alone a contact sport.
Kind.
You know?
You know?
Yeah.
But see, you know, these Jakes ain't gonna get it until that situation is they're confronted with it firsthand. Where your daughter's in high school and she's in the game, and some bugged out nigga that's big and strong is knocking her down playing soccer or knocking her ass down playing basketball.
It's gonna take one of these fucking women
Yeah.
to get fucking killed
Yeah.
or put in a coma.
Kind.
You know?
And then oh damn, they shouldn't do this in sports. Like no, you was for it when
You was for that shit.
you was for that shit, so let it play out.
Kind.
These transgenders and then broke records.
Oh
on
yeah,
these women's sides.
Yeah.
Broken records.
broken records.
But they're still in the confines of men records though.
Yeah.
They're snapping records. That's what you probably saw. I don't think I posted to this group, but I posted the first world's qualifying 4x400.
I saw that. With the men and women.
It's mixed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
mixed. Man,
Did you see?
Poland had the race, but it was just running men and women against each other.
Bro, I didn't see it. My pops told me that it's funny. The woman got the baton and she was 50 meters in front of the man. Gone. And still got caught.
Bro, God, and ended up losing by like 50 meters.
Yeah.
That's what they do in the military, like PT tests, like for push-ups, for example. The woman, you know a regular push-up, right? The man has to do a regular push-up. A woman does like a half push-up.
On her knees.
Yeah, on her knees. So that's even that's the the inequality of man and women, man. You know, a man and a woman is not equal, man.
Kind.
But the so-called white man pushed that out on the media and the entertainment world. Now people want to believe it, man. You know, the so-called white man, he's a liar, man.
Come,
There's
bro.
no truth in him, man.
And this is only in America. You don't see the Russians and the Moabites putting no women on their front line in their military.
Right, not next to men.
Hell no.
Now, some of these other countries, they'll have a certain sect of women.
But they not.
But that's all. They know how to kill, but they're more in the art of deception.
Yeah.
Of getting in as a woman, getting to know the heads of whoever over there,
Done.
and
They
assassinating
ain't on
things
the-
like
they
that.
ain't on the front line
They're
with
not
the-
on the front line shooting next to
No,
a man.
hell.
Yeah, like
You know, hand-to-hand
Russians,
combat.
Yeah.
like Russians that have a like woman spy, but she uses art of seduction,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
to get a man trapped up, you know.
She's not wrestling that man.
No,
you
no.
know?
These people are nuts.
Yeah, and they get the illusion from these bugged out ass movies,
Yeah.
you know, where these women is fighting men, but they never get hit.
Yeah. They
Or never
they-
gets-
they
yeah.
hit and they don't affect them.
You got a 110-pound fucking female taking down 6 gorillas and shit.
Yeah.
You know? That's some dumb shit.
Isaiah 29:16.
Yep.
Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
The
Yes.
world's upside down. You got- you got-
World's upside down, man.
the
Everything
order-
everything that's righteous is looked at as being wicked. You know, everything that's wicked is turned upside down and being looking at as being righteous. That's how it is in this society, especially in America.
I was gonna say, 'cause the wicked things are accepted, and the righteous things are foreign unto the people, so they don't accept it. And then they don't like who said it because it's foreign to them. People are such in that herd cattle mentality that they're happy with taking whatever the people allow for them to believe in.
Who's allowing it? The devil. The damn devil. I got to pray for you. This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
That's right. And the wicked of the Edomites would be the elite. All right, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers.
It's like all the Edomites are wicked.
Oh, yeah.
But the elites,
Yep.
the elites,
You know, you got levels to this Edomite thing. You know. Yeah, and they're the ones who run the world. They're the ones who put governments in place and put governments out of place, which we ultimately know that that's the Lord doing it, but they're in charge of the world right now. The world was actually given to them, and they have done such a perfect job of running the world into the ground, you know, and changes, it has to come soon, you know.
If I may say something, they're in control of different facets of life, including the indoctrinations, the so-called educational system. All the stuff that our people get spoon-fed from the time that they're born, it's all wickedness. And really what Esau does is, and this is why he starts early, this is why when he educates you, he has to put you through the different channels. Like when you go through grade school, there's 12 years of indoctrination that you got to go through. Then you also got continuation, or you go to his college, university after that. Basically, it just keeps on going where he can just continue to work on programming you to conform to his wicked image, than to be basically your own individual person that has your own belief system and your own moral standards. You know, everything is going to be built into you and put into you from the time that you're born. Yeah. That's why the scriptures say in Proverbs, train up a child in the way that he shall go. So that's why they're trying to aim for your children. That's why he aimed at your children early. That's why he's trying to put that LGBT crap in their literature, man. They got these transvestites reading novels to them.
I seen that on the news just recently. You know, of course it's been in the news, but it keeps popping up. And like you were saying, you go from a 12th grade level, and then after the 12th grade, Esau considers you a grown man now.
You just brought that on my head, man. He determines you grown when he figures you done got all the years of indoctrination needed to be a good slave for him. You done completed that 12th year of indoctrination. Now you an adult. But in the ancient world, we advanced by the time we hit puberty. According to the scriptures, when you hit puberty and you learn in your household, your parents taught you what you needed to know by that time, so you could live and be on your own and have a trade, a skill, or whatever it is that you have developed.
It wasn't no middle age. It wasn't no
boy,
such thing
teenager.
as teenager. It went boy to man.
You was a child,
exactly.
And then once you hit sexual maturity, you became an adult.
There was a mental maturity that had already been practiced from day one. Which there wasn't no, oh, little Jimmy, there wasn't none of that shit. As it goes further going into that whole indoctrination, it don't start at preschool 5-6 years old, first grade. It starts even earlier because they got these cartoons now that are starting indoctrination and make you susceptible to receiving those signals of the indoctrination that they send out to you.
It's a perfectly set up wicked system. You know, they have made it so that the father's not even going to be around most likely, but the mother, now she got to work 2 jobs. You know, so now you got to put the little guys in school, so the government becomes that parent. You know, they spend more time in school than they do with you. You know, so little by little,
you don't know what you don't know what the curriculum is. One thing, you know,
he's getting A's.
He's just getting A's. He's just getting A's. They can be talking about all kind of manner of wickedness, stuff that they not ready to hear, but you know, or they friends. A lot of wickedness comes from a lot of the your children's friends, because their parents ain't in the house. They ain't watching them. They watching shit on TV and they regurgitating it, not knowing what's right, what's wrong. So it may be some homo shit that they do or say, and then you come home and your kid is saying that shit, and you thinking where they get that from? Because this is the whole wicked ass system that our people are in, you know, and our people, they have no clue what the fuck is going on.
I got a quick script.